Here, welcome to In My Arrogant Opinion. Have you subscribed yet? It's totally free, and it's the best way to make sure you never miss my hot takes and to remind me I'm not just talking to myself. Today, as always, I'm serving up some unapologetic opinions on why Beyond the Gates needs less Chelsea, less Derek and Ashley, and way more Vanessa, Martin, and Smitty. So, grab a snack, settle in, and get ready. Because I have thoughts, and you're going to want to hear them.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to In My Arrogant Opinion. This is a video playlist from West Harris where our ideas, thoughts, reviews, and unsolicited opinions about daytime soaps and other shows are shared. Of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. We've been watching daytime and primetime soaps since the 1900s, so you can trust us. Let's start with Derek and Ashley. You know, that couple. We all had them as friends in college or our early 20s, the ones who break up every other week, and somehow the group chat is always involved. Except, unlike our friends who at least provided some drama at a group dinner or toxic text you are not sure you should be reading, Derek and Ashley are boring. Like, I'd rather watch paint dry while listening to elevator music. Boring. In my arrogant opinion, their on-again, off-again routine is the TV equivalent of being stuck in a group chat you never asked to join. You know the one? 47 unread messages all about whether they're together or not, and you just want to mute them forever? I know I'm not alone. Don't act like you're not reaching for the remote every time their scenes come on. Mindset? Honestly, give me less of Derek and Ashley's will they, won't they, oh wait they did again, and more of literally anything else. Admittedly, though, I was dying laughing at Derek's reaction of her turning down his proposal. I said, oh, you do have emotions. Oh, okay. Let's just make Derek become preoccupied with Ashley and refuse to let her go. That would be interesting, maybe. Now, here's a phrase I never thought I'd say, but give me less Chelsea and more Vanessa, Martin, and Smitty storyline. What? Okay, so here's the deal with Chelsea. If she left town tomorrow to go work with Zende Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful at Forrester Creations, I'd throw her a going-away party myself. Her whole I'm a social influencer vibe is exhausting. Maybe my age is showing. Okay, it definitely is. But watching her and that damn phone annoys me. Remember, it was her that was live at Bill and Haley's wedding, and didn't she pull it out again at Nicole and Ted's anniversary party where Leslie dropped her truth bomb? Annoying, but I'll give the show credit. Exploring polyamory is daring for daytime. But the character of Chelsea, she's a one-hit note for me. She bores me. In my arrogant opinion, the character is ironically the human equivalent of a sponsored Instagram travel post. Pretty, but ultimately forgettable. And don't even get me started on her oodles and noodles, add water and get an instant relationship with Dr. Madison Montgomery. I mean, I can appreciate the writer's trope of how the L in LGBT is famous for moving at warp speed in relationships, but come on. Next week there will be U-Haul trucks and them planning their engagement party at this level of pacing. It is just not moving me or that interesting to watch. But I'll give credit where it's due. Chelsea's scene with her dad, Bill, and new wife, Haley, that was actually nuanced. The tension, the awkwardness, the subtle digs were great. And her hanging out with Cousin Kat is always surprisingly fun. They seem like real first cousins. So while Chelsea does nothing for me as a character, I'll take more of those family moments. Now, if I want less Ashley and Derek and Chelsea and Madison, who do I want more of? Vanessa McBride. That's where the action is. Let's recap. Over the past few months, Vanessa has been living her best, messiest life. First, there are the affairs. Yes, I said affairs, plural. And let's be real, daytime TV has a long, proud tradition of cheating scandals. Bill Hamilton's cheating, Tad's affair from over 20 years ago, but Vanessa's infidelity, though, brought a whole new level of intrigue. Because I am still not certain whether or not Doug knows that she cheats. Can someone drop down in the comments and confirm whether he knows and accepts it, or suspects and ignores it? Here's where I became a full-on Vanessa fan when she turned Joey Armstrong's extortion attempt into a money laundering deal. Yes, you heard me. She didn't just outsmart him. She outplayed him. In my arrogant opinion, that's the kind of anti-hero energy this show needs. Forget the do-gooders. Give me a woman who's in way over her head, laundering mob money and still making it to brunch at the country club. Writers, if you're listening, this better be a real storyline and not some undercover gotcha where Vanessa's trying to set Joey up for the police. That would be so lame. But it would also blow up in her face because the cops are crooked. Anti-heroes are always more fun to watch, and Vanessa getting tangled up in Joey's less than glamorous business dealings? Yes, please? More of that, less of Chelsea or Derek and Ashley. Now let's talk about Martin. Admittedly, early on, I was lumping him and Smitty in that Derek and Ashley pile to talk about no charisma and where's the remote. And while I still feel they have no charisma and seem forced as a couple, it leaves their storylines are getting interesting. Side note or tangent, I do not understand why he was written as the grandson of Vernon and Anita instead of just being their youngest child and only son. The math ain't mathin', people. Martin reads way older than his sister Kat and cousins Chelsea and Naomi's mature and grounded, yet Martin still reads older. It's as if Ted and Nicole got pregnant with Martin straight out of undergrad during med school, and Vernon and Anita basically raised him while his parents were off dissecting cadavers. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's the storyline. Ted and Nicole get pregnant, Vernon pressures them to get married to avoid sullying the family name, and then he and Anita raise Martin as their own. Not only is that realistic, but it would explain why Martin is so close to his granddad and even followed in his footsteps. In my arrogant opinion, that's the kind of juicy backstory this show needs. It's not Leslie and Eva level drama, but it adds an additional backstory layer, especially with Nicole admitting that it has been her and Ted for so long. She needs to see what it is like to just be Nicole. Them being pressured into marriage early might explain maybe why Ted found Leslie so appealing. What do you all think? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments. Wait, have you given this video a thumbs up yet? If not, please do so. I'll wait. Waiting. Listen, I have the time. I'm still waiting. Okay, thanks, but here's what I really want. Once the whole Kenny and his brother and what happened that night storyline is revealed and resolved, give Martin a current story. I want to see him struggle with being in Vernon's shadow as a politician and community leader and not living up to expectations or the hype. Picture it. Sicily. Kidding. Imagine his constituents turn against him when it's discovered he voted for a redevelopment project that's slowly but surely gentrifying parts of his district. The company behind it? The same one that keeps having local police do raids on the unhoused encampments, affecting June. But wait, now follow me here. If you haven't figured it out by now, I love a good, messy, multi-layered storyline that interconnects multiple characters. Not only is Martin losing the faith of voters, but this pits him against his cousin Naomi, who's advocating for the community and the unhoused like June. And let's be real, me and a lot of you already think June is Tyrell and Samantha's biological mom. But wait, there's more. Martin's husband, Smitty, is caught in the middle as an investigative journalist. He starts pulling the strings and discovers that Vanessa McBride's real estate firm is involved in the redevelopment, and that's how she's washing Joey's money. Boom, in my arrogant opinion. That's the kind of soapy, interconnected chaos that keeps me tuning in, so give us less Derek and Ashley, unless he becomes obsessed with her. Ship Chelsea off to Forrester Creations in LA and give us more Vanessa, Martin, and Smitty and messy, interconnected storylines with real stakes and real consequences. In my arrogant opinion, Beyond the Gates is at its best when it leans into the mess, the family drama, and the morally great anti-heroes. Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Who's your favorite character, and who do you wish would take a one-way trip out of town? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss my next rant. Until next time, keep your opinions about daytime soaps fun and playfully arrogant.